show for himself. A veteran stalker takes a walk with some rookies. Never rely on a guess in the zone. You have to know for sure. They seem to just want good looks at the net. I know for sure we're screwed.
That's so funny. I forgot to laugh. Alrighty, the joke won't tell itself. A veteran stalker takes with some rookies. Never rely on a guess in the zone.
Please note that FTC Malachite does not provide funding for experiments without clearly defined objectives.
That's so funny. I forgot to laugh.
Cats here shriek all night long, just like on the mainland.
Yeah, well these cats prefer human flesh to catnip.
All staff, please note that FTC Malachite does
Hello.
not provide funding
Looking for some equipment, are you?
defined objectives.
Here's what we've got. Have a nice day.
So crazy to baked apples.
Remember that not all research requires hands-on specimen collection. Our guide and allied members are ready to bring anything you might need.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Professor Ozerski, the director of SDC Malachite. If you intend to remain at the center, please avoid interfering with our work and treat all visitors with courtesy and respect. My colleagues frequently require Stalker assistance to retrieve artifacts or conduct field experiments. Should you prove yourself capable, you may be entrusted with such assignments.
Tell me about Malachite.
STC Malachite is the only place where we study the zone as it is. Here, no theory is labeled eccentric, and no field experiment is considered unnecessary. Even the smallest detail may hold the key to comprehending the fundamental patterns of the zone. Admittedly, those snobs at Circa mock our research, call it pseudoscience. But why listen to shallow pricks whose narrow-mindedness obstruct their own quest for truth? They were actually thinking of making me the head of Circa, you know? Luckily, it didn't work out. I'd rather go back to the mainland than deal with that bunch of show-offs and hypocrites.
I'm looking for information about the Phantoms. A monolithian called Faust conjured doubles of himself during a fight. I want to know how this is possible.
And I want to never have to hear about the subject again. But I suppose you're luckier than I am. The doubles you witnessed are induced illusions caused by Psi influence within the Tau range. This Faust fellow appears to be employing older Psi consciousness technology. Psi consciousness were the ones who extensively researched induced illusions and their impact on humans. Have you heard about the Wish Granter? That's their handiwork.
Where can I meet the Sea Consciousness scientists? I need to learn more about their technology.
You're a few years too late. Sea Consciousness ceased to exist in 2012 following the demise of all of its members. A stalker who goes by Strelok managed to reach the generators after deactivating the Wish Granter. Then he gunned down Sea Consciousness. Evidently, he didn't take kindly to being used as a guinea pig.
I want to know more about induced illusions.
Malachite doesn't have any files on this research, but I know of a place where you might be able to find them. Fortunately, the X network is up and running again. There's an abandoned mirror facility nearby. It was used to study induced illusions until 2008. If you can restart it and reconnect the mirror to Malachite, I could look for the information you need.
What exactly do I need to do?
Two things. Activate the visual projection center and calibrate the communication antenna. Mind you, configuring the antenna might require specific conditions. The older the equipment, the harder it is to set it up properly. I advise you to find an operations manual for the facility's engineering team and follow its guidelines to the letter. Talk to you later.
Get back to the mainland. I'm gonna get wasted for at least a week.
Isn't that what you do here?
Howdy, eggheads. Care to tell me where Ozerski is?
Young man, I'd like to ask you.
Nah, don't bother. Just get Ozerski for us, alright?
Tell him we've got an appointment.
All staff, please note that STC Malachite does not provide funding for experiments
to our
with clearly
boss.
defined objectives.
Permission to raise spirit?
In the case of an unsuccessful experiment, I strongly advise seeking immediate medical attention. Our doctor services are available at any time.
That meeting kept getting bigger and bigger, and then it hit me.
That's so funny. I forgot to laugh.
There's a real breakthrough here. We've gone from incoherent noise, grainy visual, and flitting shadows to a repeatable illusion, clear and vivid. We've finally determined the range at which CFX can produce distinct illusions. They're still lacking specific details and features for now, but we can already create projections of both physical objects and images born from the human subconscious. Saw his yards off yesterday. Dead, ghastly, decomposing. As he walked around the corner, he passed me by with a blank stare. Didn't even look at me. Then the next morning he strolled past me again, alive and well, and greeted me as if nothing had happened. Not a trace of decay. I checked the center. It's powered down. It was off yesterday too. What does this imply? Do these illusions continue after the VPC is shut down? Have we made them too tangible? Or perhaps the issue lies with me, and I'm seeing things that don't exist.
My initial hypothesis is...
Research personnel, please proceed to your seats.
Thank you for establishing a secure connection. I was able to retrieve the information you requested. The Controller Project was responsible for the creation of phantoms as part of its research into induced illusions. However, all related data is highly classified and never went public. Fortunately, we have a list of the scientists involved in the project. If any of them are alive and in the zone, you may be able to get your information straight from the horse's mouth, as it were.
Do you know anyone on that list?
Regrettably, no. But I know someone who could assist you.
Richter. He used to be a guide, but now his work mostly revolves around finding people. He's just the man you need.
This Richter guy's all over the place. Seems to know everyone in the zone. Where do you know him from?
He worked with Malachite as a guide for quite a long time. An exceptionally bright young man. I wouldn't recommend someone unless I was certain of their competence. Richter knows his way around the zone. If anyone from this list is still here, he'll track them down for you.
Do you know where I can find Richter?
When he's not busy with his clients, he usually frequents the 100 Rods bar in Rostock. Try looking for him there. You can ask our guide. He'll help you find your way there.
Did you hear the news? Freedom and Duty are at it again. Now I gotta sit here and wait for Duty to storm in, take Rostock back, and execute me as a traitor. But for the moment, it's mostly just threats. And I've still got work to do. So, what's your poison?
Got any work for me? Something challenging, preferably.
Okay. Here's a serious one for you. Some bandits have set up shop at the warehouse in the Red Forest. They've been robbing Freedom and get in the way of business. McLucha is offering a nice bounty on their heads. He sent a Freedom group after them, but they've gone dark. We can't reach them. They must have gotten into trouble. So, I need those bandits eliminated. And I'd like some info on what happened to the Freedom Squad. Will you do it?
Sure. I'm in.
Good. I've sent you the coordinates to the warehouse, and to the place where the Freedom Group went dark. But the group isn't your top priority. If you don't find them, we will eventually. Your main job is to kill the bandits. Good luck.
Do you have any work for me?
You're in the market for some new gear, and the old coupon stash is running low, eh? I get it. Here's what I can offer you.
I'm not interested in this kind of job for now.
Flush with coupons, are you? Well, whatever. How are you? I've got a solid... So long.
Here's the Polovin. No clinking glasses on this one.
He seemed like a decent dude. We just
You want to chat?
Drinks, and then he glanced at his PDA.
I need to find some people. Ozersky mentioned you might be able to help me with that.
You're making some friends, I see. Ozersky is a man with a heart of gold. When he's not being pain in the ass, anyway.
You seem pretty popular yourself. Are you some kind of recruiter? Bringing folks to Strider, mingling with scientists, cozying up to Scar. And you keep popping up wherever I go, too.
Must be the zone's will. Nah, there's plenty of recruiters here without me. By the way, there's that stalker who showed up after the signal, Strelok. Ever heard of him? He's a legend around here. I hear he's putting together a new crew. He doesn't like what's going on in the zone and he wants to shake things up.
What happened to his old crew?
I could tell you they found lots of rare artifacts, left for the mainland, and lived happily ever after. But in reality, not everyone made it back from their trip to the monolith.
What's Trilok up to? What's his plan?
That's something you gotta ask the man himself. And if he doesn't trust you enough, you'll never find out. Trilok is the type who keeps his plans to himself.
How can I find this Trilok guy?
Nah. I might have said too much already. Either the zone's gonna help you, or Strelok will find you himself. But I don't think you two would hit it off right now. He wouldn't appreciate you being chummy with the ward and trying to make the zone disappear. He doesn't trust or cooperate with anyone. Can you really blame him?
There are no trustworthy people in the zone. Strelok's got that right. Looking for allies is a waste of time. Speaking of which, do you know anyone on this list?
I know one of them, Dvupalov. He's a real grump when he's sober, which, thankfully, isn't often. He's usually holed up in his old hideout and doesn't entertain visitors. If you want to talk to him, you'll need to bring him a collar from a mutant. He used to do some research with the collars, and now he just collects them. Talk about sentimental.
Do you know where I can find mutants with those collars?
Sure. I'll even share the coordinates. But keep in mind that Dvupalov's been collecting these collars for a while now. The less dangerous mutants are all gone. Only the nasty ones are still out there. So, be careful.
Only morons believe that the zone can be changed or controlled. It can bend anybody until they break.
See ya.
Son of a bitch! It ain't coming out!
Watch out. This one's a sneaky little freak.
Scare this beast off.
Looks like you made it and got the collar, so you're good to go to Dvupalov. I've tagged the location of his hideout for you. You should be able to get there just fine. If he asks you for a password, just say the leash.
Are you planning to guide people again, or have you given up on it completely?
I'm not sure, Skiff. The risk is too great. Even if I don't hurt anyone, I'm still a long way from becoming a true guide.
Is there anything else I need to know?
Collars aside, Dvupalov's only been working on one project lately. Vodka. Making it and drinking it. If he offers you a drink, don't turn it down, or you won't get any business done. But don't try to outdrink him either, or you might find yourself beyond medical help.
The leash.
Come on in, and don't drag your feet.
If you only got one, don't expect a big payout.
Hand it over. You're new around here, aren't you? Or have I just forgotten you? I had an assistant I'll never forget, Nightingale. It was a delight to work with and a great drinking buddy. It's a shame he's gone. Think you can fill his shoes?
I wasn't planning to. I'm here about...
I know what you're here about. The first ones in the house. But we'll enjoy it right here on the spot. You can fetch the bottle from my lab. It's just down the hall.
It's an elixir you'll light
To never forget?
or remember.
All right. Let's sample the goods. Let's have one. And then we can talk about what, where, and how much. Here's to the start of our partnership.
All right. Here's to our partnership.
Not even a flinch, huh? That sort of bravado is gonna impress me. When you're drinking, you've gotta put your heart into it. So, where are we? How about another one?
Let's toss another one back.
You're definitely not a grad student. That's a good thing. Look, about those scholars. Leave them out next time. The shop's closed. What's the point of stocking up on collars if I don't have a leash? It was a promising project, sure. But it's time to bid it farewell. Bottoms up, Stalker.
What project are you talking about?
I told ya, Project Leash. The Mutant Control Project. They cooked up all sorts of freaks, then tried to make gadgets to boss them around and zap them remotely if things get out of hand. As you know, they fucked up the later parts. When the project got shelved, those colored mutants were supposed to die peacefully in their cages. Not run amok in the zones, poking stalkers. So much for a promising project. But I suppose promises are made to be broken. How about a drink to that stalker?
Let's have another one. Sure.
To abstract thinking. If man is the measure of all things, then the measure of a man is 3 shots of this magic vodka. So go ahead, ask your questions while I'm feeling charitable.
How do you destroy phantoms and defeat someone who can create induced illusions?
Seen double, eh? You probably just had some bad vodka. Try some of mine. It's good for more than just keeping radiation at bay.
When I saw the man who created those phantoms, I was stone cold sober.
Ha ha ha, and I was stone cold sober when I saw evidence that it was impossible. But who am I to forbid you from living in a world of illusions? If you're really so eager, drag your ass to X5. That's where the whole 3-ring circus used to be. Try to find a blueprint for the suppressor. It's out to help you. I'm all out of vodka anyway. Come on. I'll give you the key card for the lab. The colors were a crude instrument. The suppressors, on the other hand, they were designed to dampen abilities of a fine nature. Now, where did I put it? No, that's just some junk. Ah, look, a pickle. I'll save it for later. Fuck, where are you off to? The artifact just popped out of the stairs. Grab it, Stalker. Left. Ah, you're light on your feet, Stalker. You can hang on to this one. You've earned it. You went after that artifact like a bullet from a gun. Seems like I gave the keycard for X5 to Sherpa after all. That's why I hate teetotalers. The bastard must have caught me in a good mood. Anyway, if you want the suppressor, you need to talk to that boring grad student yourself. He's over in Agropron, staying close to expired. And now for the fourth shots, the happiest of them all.
I asked you to vacate the premises. I'm occupying it and there's nothing here to take.
Calm down, Sherba. Vupalov sent me.
Is the professor doing okay? He didn't succumb to intoxication from that poison of his, did he? Its alcohol by volume is nearing pure ethanol. Not to mention the anomalous component. What a fall from grace. A great scientist resorting to making vodka.
Why do you even bother helping Vupalov?
How can I stand by and watch a scientist of his caliber kill the few brain cells he has left? He has invaluable knowledge and skills, the kind that are not taught at Malachite, especially nowadays. The professor has no right to go down this path.